Hello, fire goddesses. Welcome to episode 79. So, in today's episode, I actually repurposed an Instagram live that I did about a month or so ago, and it performed really well. The reason why I did the episode to begin with is because I have been having people reaching out to me behind the scenes saying, hey, I'm not comfortable doing something right now, and I'm getting pressure from a lot of people, from my loved ones, from my friends, and I'm feeling very alienated. I'm feeling really alone. I really want to stay authentic to who I am. I don't want to do this thing, but yeah, it feels really confusing. It feels really overwhelming. So I did this Instagram live as a result of repeatedly getting messages, texts from friends of mine saying that they're really overwhelmed by this. And it seems like every time I talk about this, I hear that I should talk about it more and more and more. So here's the thing, and this is really the message in this episode today. I am more than happy to get this word out. And as you probably already know, I'm not an I'm not a pro, I don't identify with any of that nonsense. What I am, though, is I want you to feel comfortable making the choices that you make about your body, or whatever it is in life. It doesn't have to be this one thing. And it just happens way too often where people are overwhelmed because other people in their lives want them to do something according to their agenda that they don't want to do. And I'm talking about anything at this point. And at the Reclaim Your Fire podcast, I am all about breaking stigma, breaking family lines, breaking societal norms so that you can step into your truest authenticity and live your damn life. So without making this intro super, super long, I invite you to listen to episode 79, especially if you're somebody that identifies as being kind of caught in the crossfire right now with making a really important decision. All right, goddesses, stay tuned. Hi, goddesses. Okay, so I did it again, okay? I was practically falling asleep on the couch not too long ago. I've been watching the morning show on Apple TV, and it's actually quite good. So, hi Maria, how are you? So I wanted to come on here tonight. I was being called to come on here, even though it's way past my bedtime, and it's really important. So I've been, I talked to a lot of my friends throughout the day, and I have friends from all over the world. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of worry. There's a lot of burnout. And this is what I want to impart to you. If you have something that is really important for you to say or do or offer, even if it's uncomfortable, even if you feel and you believe you might get backlash for it, I want to tell you something. The world needs leaders, okay? The world needs more people speaking and showing and sharing and showing up, because this is what I'm finding. I did a post over the weekend about a lot of things. It was about natural immunity. It was about a personal decision that I made regarding my body, and how we are being asked to step into our highest and truest form of health and well-being. Now, this isn't the first time this is happening. This is always happening. We're always getting these hints that making healthy choices of the body, mind, and spirit is important. And many of us have heeded the call, but some people don't, and it's human nature. It's okay. But we're being asked again, and it starts with a whisper, right? And then it gets louder and louder and louder until it becomes a shout and a scream and a yell. And if we continue to ignore it, then complete chaos, or what we can interpret as complete chaos, ensues. And that's exactly what's happening right now. So no matter what side of the fence that you stand on, I'm speaking more to probably one side of the fence than the other side of the fence. Because here's the thing. I have friends that are messaging me, and they're like, I don't know what to do. I feel the certain way. I don't want to do this. I don't feel comfortable. And yet everyone around me is pressuring me to do this thing. Now, you probably know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention it live because I just don't want to be tagged. I don't want to have that energy of being, having that little like tag on my post. But if you are feeling pressured to do anything in life, no matter what it is, whether it's a medical procedure or something else, because somebody else wants you to do it, or another organization, or your religion, or your family, your spouse, your kids, and you don't want to do it. And there's something within you that knows your truth. And how do you know that? You know that because it feels there's this like pulling of your heartstring. And sometimes you can't always explain it, but you know it's there, right? And many people ignore that. They go against their inner calling because they're being pressured, or they feel that they don't trust themselves. They don't trust their inner wisdom. They don't trust the information that's coming through specifically for them. And that's okay. You're not alone. Many of us have ignored that inner calling before. But if you've done that before, you probably know how it feels to be on the other side when you ignore your inner wisdom. And it could show up, if you don't know, it could show up as a physical condition, a migraine, back pain, back spasms, shoulder pain. It could show up as chronic burnout. It could show up as avoidance, hiding, not wanting to show up. I could go on and on and on. But burnout is not just about physical symptoms. It's about the body, mind, and spirit. Burnout shows up as a result of us not paying attention to what it is that our soul wants. Now, if I'm going too deep for some of you, because I try to keep my stuff really, really simple, what that basically means is you're feeling the need to express yourself somehow, and yet you keep ignoring that call to do it. So I was talking to one of my friends online today, and she wants to start showing up more authentically who she truly is. She's choosing to not do a certain thing, and she lives in a country right now where it's just batshit crazy with the way they're pressuring people to do this thing. And mind you, there's no mainstream information out there. If you know where to go, you can find the information about how you can support your immune system, how you can support your natural immunity, all the things, right? But if you're just listening to mainstream news, chances are you're terrified, because that's what news does. And then you have the authorities now that are supporting this thing, right? So since I've started to become more vocal about this subject matter, I've gotten very, very little backlash. Now, I still have a pretty small following. I haven't been blatantly obvious because I don't want those little tags around my posts. But this is what I feel, and this is what I believe, and this is what I really sense to be true, is if you have a feeling and an opinion about this, you need to share it. And this is why I'm going back to how I've had some backlash, okay? I've had people that I thought were my friends belittle me online on Facebook, not on Instagram, message me in the background telling me that I'm advocating for more deaths, when all I'm doing is encouraging people to make their own choices and do their own research and follow their own path. I don't care where you stand. I respect either side. But if you have a stance and you are a person of authority, I'm not saying you have to be like a health authority, but just a person who can be trusted in the world. You're not some rando person on the internet just spouting garbage, but you're actually somebody that shows up authentically and cares about people, and you're not a hoax of a human being. You need to start sharing how you feel about this, because this is what I think. I think that people need this information. They need to hear from more people like us. They need that information. And how do I know that? It's because people reach out to me all the time and they're like, I'm freaking out. My friends don't understand me. My mom is pressuring me. So this is my invitation to you. And I know it's uncomfortable. I know how it feels to be uncomfortable, but in order for change to happen, we need to change, and we need to rise up, and we need to be able to be that person who can hold space for other people in a safe way, in a non-judgmental, loving way. And it may or may not be on social media, but it may be if you interact with people throughout your day, at your job, and people are asking you, it means that you no longer are willing to hide who you truly are. And that you can speak up for yourself in a loving, assertive, and kind way so that you can have a two-way conversation with people. That is what the world needs. We need more people having conversations with people, no matter where you stand. Oh, it's 11:11 my time, 11:11. So that's what I wanted to come on here and discuss tonight. I feel really strongly about this, or I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. I know that people are looking for people that they know, people that they trust, and people that they care about to actually speak up, and speak up in a true way and not hide. We don't need any more hiding, okay? Hiding gets us nowhere. All right, I am really tired, but I thought it was really important to share this message with you because I know it's important, and I love you guys so much. Please reach out if you have any questions, okay, and let's chat. All right, so much love to you. Good night. Hi, this is Angela Noel, and thank you so much for listening to this podcast. If you have found value in listening to this podcast, I would be so grateful if you could kindly share this podcast with those you care about. Please help me spread the word of empowerment and possibility and expansion by sharing this podcast. Or you could also leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Remember to follow me on Instagram at I am Angela Noel, or you could go to my website at www.angelanoelinternational.com to learn more about my work and to find out how you can work with me. Thank you very much.